Hello there, a very warm welcome to my channel and thank you so much for coming back to watch my video once again. As we continue to celebrate Ghana this month, I'm super excited to share with you one of the country's most loved snacks by name, Nkate cake, also known as peanut brittle. This treat is super addictive, trust me. Once you take a bite, you'll be hooked. So just stick with me as I take you through the entire process. You don't want to miss this recipe. Thank you. Since we are all making everything from scratch, I'll start by adding 3 cups of peanuts, and this is the brand I'm using. Now I know you might be wondering why I didn't add any salt. Since we are making Nkate cake, it's simply not necessary, so you don't need it. Next, I'll be roasting my peanuts in the air fryer. So traditionally in Ghana, this is done by using either gari or sand for frying. If you don't have an air fryer or oven, no worries, as you can roast the peanut in a pan over a medium heat, stirring continuously for about 30 minutes until they are perfectly done. I'll add 2 cups of sugar. Now here's the thing, street vendors normally balance sugar with the peanuts, but feel free to add more if you prefer. Just keep in mind that once it melts, it will shrink. Peanut roast, make sure to check on them every 8 minutes to ensure that they are on track. So after 30 minutes in the air fryer, our peanut is perfectly done. The only difference between using the air fryer and the stove is that with the stove method, you will need to stir the peanut continuously. Once done, transfer your peanuts to a flat surface to help them cool faster. And once they've cooled down properly, you notice that the skin comes off easily. Now comes the fun part, peeling off the peanuts. Trust me, this is work. I didn't even realize how much effort goes into this until I started filming. Can you imagine the hustle of street vendors doing this all day? It's not easy. The method that helped me peel the peanut quickly and avoid a mess was to rub my hands through the peanuts. Since they are already in a strainer, I sifted them through. So if you want to go through the traditional route, you can rub your hands through the peanuts and sift them directly on the floor like they do back in the day, but that's way cool. Once I'm done with the peeling process, I'll transfer the peanuts to my bowl and I'll clean the mess. The next step is to crush my peanuts. So traditionally, this is done by placing them in a mortar and grinding with a pestle. Since we are not doing that, I'll be using my food processor and I'll use the crush method, or you can just rough blend it. Welcome to all the new faces here. My name is Helen and I share easy cooking recipes with detailed explanations. I also do a lot of baking, so make sure to stick around and enjoy your stay. This is how it looks after crushing or rough blending it, but if you don't want it this way, you can just blend it a bit more, but I'm okay with this outcome. Now let's get started. The next step is to place my pan on the stove over low heat and add the sugar. You know the sugar we measured earlier? Yes, add it. The next step to take note is your heat. Your heat should be very low so that the sugar doesn't burn. Some people do add melted butter or melt butter before adding the sugar, but for this recipe we are just going the street style, just like they do it back home. We have 2 options here. It's either you stir the sugar while it melts or let it melt gradually without stirring. I hope this makes sense. And there are 3 stages of melting sugar: the soft ball method, firm ball method, and hard ball method. And we are the hard ball stage. So don't be scared when you reach this point. Just trust the process and lower your gas. And once it melts perfectly, that stage is called the caramel stage. Take a moment to appreciate the outcome at this stage. Now this is the point where you either add evaporated milk or condensed milk. That's if you have a sweet tooth, but since we are sticking to the street style, it's not necessary. The next thing to add is our crushed peanuts. You can see me mixing with the help of my ladle, and once everything goes in, it will start to firm a bit, but not to worry, just trust the process. You need a strong ladle like I'm using to stir it all together. and you can see me scraping off some of the melted sugar from the spoon because it was starting to stick. So we keep stirring until everything comes together, and just remember to keep the heat very, very low to avoid burning. The next thing to do is to turn off the heat. It's either you grease the cutting board with oil or use a parchment paper like I'm about to use or like I'm using. Then you transfer the peanut brittle mixture to the center of the board and you cover with another parchment paper. Now you can see me scraping the ladle to remove excess brittle or excess Nkate cake from it. You don't want to waste anything. The next thing to do is to press it down and then begin to roll it out. So you roll it out to your desired thickness. And I prefer mine to be flat but not too thin. Once I'm done rolling, I'll start by cutting it into 6 long pieces before I'll slice them into smaller parts, just as you're seeing in the video. So this is the traditional method of cutting it, but feel free to cut it however you prefer or like. Now speed is key. At this stage your brittle tends to harden quickly, so try to work fast to avoid any difficulty while cutting. You can twist each piece just a little to make it look more even attractive. Just note that once it fully hardens you won't be able to twist it, so just be fast with it. Just like that, we've made a delicious Nkate cake. It's really easy to follow along, and I have to say I called my mom to guide me through this recipe since it's been such a long time we made it. I'm so grateful for her guidance and support. Thank you so much for taking time to watch till the very end. I truly appreciate all your love and support, and I really hope you try this recipe and let me know how it goes. I'm sure you would love it. And also follow us on all socials at Upclose with Abena. We are very active and then we post everywhere. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying our Ghanaian recipes and tell me what you think of this one. But a quick note, this recipe isn't something you should eat every day because of the sugar content. Trust me, it's very addictive, but moderation is key. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, and then have a blissful week.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.